Welcome to week 5. This week, we're going to begin talking about letter-sound relationships that are part of the English orthography. What in the world is orthography? Well, orthography is the correct writing or spelling. It's an arrangement of graphemes into patterns in a language. Orthographic knowledge is spelling patterns such as CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant, as in the word cat or can. This week, you're going to explore the consonant and vowels of English orthography. Week 5 is taking a look at English orthography. What is orthography? Well, it is correct writing or spelling. Orthography is the arrangement of graphemes into patterns in a language. Orthographic knowledge is spelling patterns such as consonant, vowel, consonant, those CVC words, cat, can. This week, we're going to explore the consonant and vowels of English orthography. In our text, Word Identification Strategies, in Chapter 3, which is Early Word Identification in Preschool and Early Kindergarten, there are lots of ways to teach children letter names and the sound for each letter in the English language. There are activities to teach those letter names and sounds to children who are at risk. They list e-resources for teaching letter names and sounds. Chapter 5, which is letter sound phonics in late kindergarten, first and second grade, deals with teaching letter sound patterns such as single consonant and vowel letters, vowel consonant short vowel patterns, consonant clusters and digraphs, long vowels and other vowels. Chapter 6 talks about analyzing the structure of long words in 3rd grade and above. So if you're working with a 3rd grader, 4th or 5th grader, you will want to pay close attention to Chapter 6 in our text. So by the end of the week, you will demonstrate knowledge of consonant and vowel categories. You're going to design a literacy center for a specific consonant or vowel category. You're going to participate in group discussions in order to create new knowledge via the discussion forums. Your phonics lab assignment this week is to keep working with your student, supporting them in reading and writing. You're not going to post anything for the lab this week, but please remember to keep your timesheet going. Also, during those tutor sessions, be sure that you are doing running records, that you are having children write on topics they know a lot about so you can analyze those writing samples. Make sure that you're incorporating the spelling feature from the feature guide where they needed instruction. Or if they've mastered that, move on to the next feature that they need. If you have any questions about this, please ask me. I don't want someone to wait until week 7 or week 8 and say, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do that. So please ask. If you've not given the San Diego word assessment, you need to give that. I want to review Forum 5.1, which is learning and teaching about consonants and vowels. You're going to create a Pinterest board. So if you don't have a Pinterest account, that's the first thing you're going to need to do is set that up. Then you're going to create a Pinterest board. You will include the following items on your board: demonstrating deep understanding of the category for which you have chosen to learn more about teaching consonant and vowels. So these are from chapters 3, 4, and 5 in our text. There are 19 categories to choose from. What you need to do once you have decided which category you want, you should select a consonant-vowel category and submit it in a new thread into the forum so that everyone knows what board you're creating. If at all possible, I do not want boards duplicated. However, within vowels, there are vowel diphthongs, vowel digraphs, controlled vowels, etc. This selection is based on a first-come, first-served basis. So once you have submitted your category, on your Pinterest board, you are to state the category with a clear explanation in simple terms that indicates your understanding of that category. Your category should include no fewer than 20 pins and satisfy each of these criteria. You must include at least 5 activities or games to use when teaching. Once taught, then that will shift to an independent learning area or center in a classroom. These activities or games should be complete with directions and illustrations. You must include 3 picture books, include the title, a brief description, and rationale for choosing each book that could be used in your category. This information is at the top of the book page of your board. You need to include a word sort that aligns with the category that you chose, and any additional resources for the category that you found. So I'm going to be looking for all of these things on your board. You need to have a clear explanation of the category, which shows me that you understand the category. You have to have at least 20 pins. Of those 20, 5 need to be activities and or games that you could use when teaching. And then once taught, they could be moved to an independent learning area in your classroom for children to do independently. These games and activities should be complete with directions and illustrations. You have to include 3 picture books that go with your category. You have to include the title, brief description, and rationale for selecting that book to go with the category you selected. You need to include a word sort that goes with your category and include any additional resources that you have found. So it's not just going to Pinterest and pinning different things. There has to be this explanation part in order to gain all of the points. If you could, by Thursday, submit your link to your Pinterest board so that you can look at each other's boards and provide peer feedback. In the past, when I've taught this class, students have actually used each other's games and activities in their tutor sessions for their student. So this isn't something that I'm asking you to create just to be a time filler. I want you to get valuable information from this assignment. If you have questions, please ask me. I want to talk briefly about the final project, your assessment excuse me, analysis paper. If you're working with a first grader, you must have given the letter identification assessment, hearing and recording sounds and words, running records, the San Diego quick assessment of word reading, and writing samples. Those must have been given during your tutor session, and there needs to be some evidence that you worked on those in those sessions because you're going to have to use that data in your paper. Second and third grade, hearing and recording sounds and words, running records, San Diego quick assessment of word reading, and writing samples. Fourth and fifth grade, you're going to be discussing running records, the San Diego quick assessment of word reading, and writing samples, as well as your spelling inventory data. That was your starting point. You used that data and you built on it to further their learning. If you have any questions about this, please ask before week 8. I can't help you if I don't know you're not understanding something. My telephone number is 614-565-9107. You can either call me, you can text me, or you can email me. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.